Hola a todos. Soy Joanna Gómez y estoy aquí para la lección de tu mundo. My name is Joanna, and I'm here today with your lesson from Tu Mundo. This is video 4 of this series, and I've decided this morning that I would do it daily and I wouldn't just stick to this book, but that I would use my own resources that also show this the process of this book. Okay, this way it will be more engaging for the learner, and we're not doing the whole chapter. I'm just going to do a little bit a day, let's say 20 minutes. I know that at 11:30 I'm leaving to go to Verano camp. Right now it's 10:52. So I've given myself about 20 minutes before I go and do our volunteer work with my middle school grupito, a little group of middle schoolers. So today, this is our first video on chapter 1. It is video 4 in the series, and we're going to start with chapter 1, which here says a conversar. Now, looking at that, what do you think it means? To converse, a conversar, to make small talk. And we begin with this country here. Can you see it? I know this is terrible. You can't see it. Now you see it. The United States, which it's written. We don't call it the United States in Spanish. So with this, I'm going to share my screen so that you can see the Spanish speaking world. So in Mexico City, there are McDonald's. There's a big study on McDonald's is all over the place. So ignore that previous history. But right now, I'm going to type in a word, not the United States, to find the United States. And I'm going to put los, L-A-O-S, los, E-S, T-A-D-O-S, los Estados, U-N-I-D-O-S, los Estados Unidos. Okay, in English, that means the United States. Los Estados Unidos. So you see my Google Earth was in Mexico, City. And now we have come up to Los Estados Unidos. This is the way that I go with students all over the world. If you're not familiar with Google Earth, make it your favorite place. You can visit all kinds of countries and see all kinds of pictures. And it's just a really great app. And it is 100% free. So Los Estados Unidos is classified as a Spanish-speaking country. Of course, Spanish is not our primary language, certainly not our only language, but it is absolutely classified as one of the 21 Spanish-speaking countries. So a lot of the Spanish speakers are in San Francisco, California. I'm just starting on the left side. Los Angeles, California. Texas, has a huge Spanish-speaking population. San Antonio, El Rio de Mississippi está aquí. The Mississippi River, right, is it comes from here down. Okay, and then we have Florida, especially Miami. We have a lot of people from Cuba. You can see that Cuba is muy cercano, is very close to Florida. I think it's 90 miles. Then we have Maryland and Nueva York, New York. So we have so many more Spanish-speaking countries, Spanish-speaking areas of the United States. But the most notable would be a little bitty island over here that is part of the United States, and it's a territory, and it's, of course, called Puerto Rico. Yes, U.S. territory. So there we have Los Estados Unidos. Now, in this book, every chapter, they talk about a Spanish-speaking country. So we will use Google Earth to look at that Spanish-speaking country every country. Very good. All right. So the next thing they're talking about is los compañeros de clase, classmates, and how they speak. So, all right. So I'm going to read this and let's see if you can understand what it is that I'm saying. And now they took my annotate off of here and replaced it with something called whiteboards. So listen carefully. La clase es interesante. La clase es interesante. The class is interesting. La clase es interesante. And that is what this boy's first sentence to this girl is. And then she asks, sí, ¿cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas? What are you called? And he says, me llamo Jose. Nope, he said Joe. Me llamo Joe. ¿Y tú? My name is Joe, or I'm called Joe. And you? ¿Y tú? And she says, me llamo Lisa. Somos compañeros de clase. Compañeros de clase. Okay, so with this, I want to share my new resource, which isn't done yet, but here it is. And it is my, some of you have seen me advertise for this. This is my new interactive notebook. I'm actually almost done. I anticipate that I will be done by Wednesday. I just have to do the videos now. All right, so we're talking about greetings, saludos, all right? And I guess I should put it in slideshow so you can really just see how clickable and fabulous it is. All right, so the video lesson doesn't exist. It would be my talking head right here. But these are the vocabulary words. You see they're written in English, but they don't sound in English. So she said, what's your name? So it's not here because it's going to be the next one, I guess. But look, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? So it asks, what's your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? Now, are you kidding me? Did I not put that in my saludos, el alfabeto, todo sobre? Oh, you know what? It's in my todo sobre me, everything about me lesson. So let's check that one out. Let's put it in presentation mode. Okay. Okay, what's your name? Is it on here? It's not on here, friends. So see, how old are you is there? Oh, my name is here. Okay, because this book one is all about me. We get to be selfish, book one. So it doesn't say, ¿Cómo te llamas? What's your name? It answers, I have my annotate thing popping up. So I'm going to move it up here. Let's see here. My annotate menu. Oh, my menus are jumping all over the place. Okay, so I'm going to move my annotate menu up here. I don't even know if you can see that. Okay, so you see my name is here, so I'm going to flip it. Me llamo Joanna. Me llamo Joanna. Me llamo, right? Me llamo Joanna. Okay, so ¿cómo te llamas? What is your name? ¿Cómo te llamas? I need to add this onto here because we asked, how old are you? What do you do? Where are you from? So we are going to add ¿Cómo te llamas? Onto this. I will make a note of it to make sure that I do that today. ¿Cómo te llamas? Me llamo Joe. But you can see there's so many options here that you can learn on my app. Now, you can buy the digital copy. I found that $40. Since it's a free workshop, I'm not wanting to buy it. Spend that $40. But this says, él se llama Eloy. He se llama Eloy. He is called Eloy. And su amiga se llama Susan. Su amiga se llama Susan. His friend is called Susan. Son compañeros de clase de biología. Son compañeros. They are companions of class. Clase. Compañeros de la clase. Classmates. De biología. Biology. Biología. Muy bien. So then we have actividad uno. It says, yeah, I can't see very well. Actividad uno, it says, ¿Cómo se llama? What is his name? What is her name? ¿Cómo se llama? This is from page 20 de Tu Mundo. Okay, ¿Cómo se llama? Say it with me. ¿Cómo se llama? What is his name? What is her name? The same sentence for both. What is his name and what is her name? ¿Cómo se llama el profesor? ¿Cómo se llama el profesor? What is the professor's name? Se llama Profesor Franklin Sotomayor Sosa. Señor Sotomayor. Usually, did you ever notice that Hispanic people have three names? They have their first name, which is like Jose or Franklin or Jorge, the first name. Then they have two last names. Okay. That's because the wife does not change her last name to her husband's name. Okay. The wife will keep her father's name. So a child, for example, Richard and I, we've been married 22 years. Okay. So my maiden name was Rose. I changed my name to Gomez because that's what we do here. But in my family, you change your last name to your husband's name. So, but our offspring would be, for example, my daughter Lilia would be Lilia Gomez Rose. Gomez from her dad, Rose from her mom, right? So she would say, my name is Lilia Gomez. She would just leave off Rose. It's written on her birth certificate. It is her formal name. She just never needs to mention that. That just is an indication that that's my mom. That's the lineage of my mom. It indicates not just me, but the whole family that I represent, right? So, so that's to clear up any misunderstanding you might have. So you might have a student or a friend who has two last names and they never mention their third name. They're always mentioning what looks like their middle name. That's their dad's name. That's correct. That's their family name. Okay. So el profesor se llama Señor Sotomayor. Okay. ¿Cómo se llama el profesor? Se llama Señor Sotomayor. Okay, that's according to this book in El Mundo. And estudiante uno says, ¿cuáles son sus apellidos? Apellidos. Please say apellidos. Apellidos are their family names, last name. My apellido is Gomez. Apellido. ¿Cómo son los apellidos? What are his last names? Son Sotomayor Sosa. The last thing we're going to cover here, it says, Jerry Black speaks with, Jerry Black conversa con Destiny Wallace. What does Jerry Black say? I don't know, but Destiny says, me llamo Destiny. Me llamo Destiny. What does me llamo Destiny mean? I'm called Destiny. Okay. But estudiante uno, así. Estudiante dos. First student, second student. ¿Cómo se llama la compañera de Jerry? ¿Cómo se llama la compañera de clase de Jerry? Se llama Destiny. Her name is Destiny. Se llama Destiny. ¿Cómo se llama el compañero de clase de Destiny? What is the name of the male classmate of Destiny? Or what is the name of Destiny's male classmate? Se llama Jerry or es Jerry. Muy bien. ¿Cuál es su apellido? ¿Cuál es el apellido de Destiny? ¿Cuál es el apellido de Destiny? She said, me llamo Destiny Wallace. Pues, so, Pues, Wallace es el apellido de Destiny. Wallace is the last name of Destiny. Destiny's last name. ¿Cuál es el apellido de Jerry Black? El apellido de Jerry Black es Black, right? Muy bien. Okay, and that's all we're going to cover today, but we will cover more. That was página 20. We will cover more mañana. Hasta luego.